Hey everyone, it's Haley. Welcome to Mom Life Vermont and welcome to another adventure. I believe the last time I talked to you guys, I had recently had an appointment with Lindsay, and one of the key takeaways from that appointment is reflection. Taking time to think a lot about where I'm at, what I want, what are some of the challenges I have, what are some of the things I need to remember to do to make sure that I'm successful. Because at the last weigh-in, if you guys didn't see that video, go check it out, but you can also just listen. I had gained 4 pounds in 2 weeks. And that also was coming off of the meeting before. I think I maybe gained 3 or 4 pounds. Basically what that meant is I had gained 10 pounds in quarantine, lost 9 pounds once reconnecting with my wellness coach Lindsay / nutritionist, and then I gained 7 to 8 pounds of it back in about a month. Needless to say, I was not being successful, but I was focusing a lot on the weight, and I feel like I have focused a lot on the weight this entire time, and I don't want to. I don't want to focus in on the weight. I want to have the weight, I guess, just be like losing some of it, maybe being like a byproduct of the other things that I'm actually looking for on this journey. Well, and I guess that kind of brings me to over the point of reflection over the last week and really taking time to think about, all right, if I don't want to have the weight or gaining weight or losing weight be the biggest part of this weight loss journey, then how else would I want to look at the journey? Like, without losing weight or without seeing the weight as like a yay, I'm doing a really good job, that's a sign of success. I really started to think about the other aspects of my life that were receiving benefits, getting better due to how well I have been doing and some of the changes that I had been making. And those would include my stomach has actually felt a lot better in the last year or so. And I would say while the weight loss journey in the current iteration really got started in November of 2019, I had been on and off trying to do things to better myself probably for a better part of a year. In that time, my stomach started, I've got a colonoscopy because we were trying to figure out what was wrong with my stomach. I was just eating poorly is a conclusion I've made. While eating better and staying on track has not 100% cleared up my stomach issues, because I think a lot of them is nervous stomach, anxious stomach. If I'm feeling stressed, it gets held in my stomach. I think that that's more me having to learn stress relief than me having to have another colonoscopy because I have something really wrong with my stomach. Over the course of the year, just kind of eating healthier and thinking about what I was putting in my body, I 1000% noticed a difference in my stomach. All that to say, my stomach started feeling bad again, and this time I knew I couldn't use the excuse of there's something wrong because I had proven a hypothesis that food was the issue with my stomach, and to get back on track, I needed to eat better. This week, I ate better. I cooked myself dinner 2 days this week. I ate salad, I think. I fed myself things that I felt like were going to keep me full and that were probably just really good for me. I did frozen veggies twice this week. I did cube steak. I'd never actually had cube steak before, or at least not in a very long time. I've never cooked it on my own as an adult, and I have to say I loved cube steak. I ended up buying way more cube steak recently at the store, but anyway. My stomach is feeling better. I'm feeling somewhat okay, and obviously eating healthier, eating better foods is helping. I need to pay attention to that. Instead of being like, if I eat this food, I'm going to gain weight, and if I eat this vegetable, I'm going to lose weight, I feel like I need to switch the mindset and say, if I decide to eat fast food today, there may be consequences to that. That being, I might not feel good in the morning, I might not feel good in a couple of hours, but I've made the choice to eat it, or I've made the choice not to eat it based on how I want to feel later, and not, oh my goodness, this is too many calories, or oh my goodness, this is not something I should be putting in my body. This is bad food versus this is good food, like that conundrum that I seem to be having all the time. I just need to think, hey, is this gonna make me feel good now? Probably. Is this gonna make me feel good in an hour? Maybe. Am I okay if it doesn't? Yeah. Am I okay if I don't feel good? No. Then I can make that choice to say I'm not okay with feeling shitty in 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna eat the fast food. Along with that, I am going to try really hard to eat things in moderation. Not think that only drinking a coffee in the morning and fasting for most of the day and then having a couple large meals at the end of the day is really the best option, knowing that I binge. And I also am having this new conversation with myself about, if I don't eat, then I'm okay. But the moment I start eating is the moment the snacking and the binging happens. I need to stop having that conversation with myself and just say, hey, I'm hungry. I want to eat. Eat intuitively. That is what I was thinking this whole time. I just couldn't run it through my head. Just try and eat intuitively. And I have to say, I'm not the best. I would say today was the first day that I maybe tried to eat intuitively and then realized I definitely binged a little bit. And now my stomach hurts a little bit. But we're working on it. It's a journey. It's not going to come together all at once. I don't know, guys. Things are coming together. I definitely needed this week of reflection. Instead of making my weight loss journey all about weight, try and think of all the other things that are really beneficial from this journey. Other things are, I think about how much energy I have when I get up and go for a walk, or I get out and go to the gym, or I just get out and do something. And the more I do those things, the more I want to do those things. I just need to keep that in mind when I want to sit at home and do nothing, because I think that it is 100,000,000% okay for me to say, today I'm going to sit at home and I'm going to play Planet Coaster, which is a game I just barely got and I absolutely love, and I'm not going to do anything. I also need to think, hey, if I do this, maybe tomorrow I go for a longer walk. Or maybe I decide that tomorrow is another easy day and I only get into the gym 1 day a week. I just feel like I need to be less hard on myself and just remember the benefits of, if I eat healthy, my stomach feels good. If I put a little energy out into the world for the day, I tend to have more energy going forward. And Kensley's crazy. I need to make sure I can keep up with her. I need to make sure that life is good. And I feel like keeping up that energy is a great thing. It also really helps my mental health. It makes me feel good when I get out and do something, which I also think is 100,000,000,000%. The key ingredient to this whole journey is my mental health. By exercising, putting exercise into my life has built in so many layers of mental health support that I never even knew were possible, such as it's a boost of energy. It gets me out of my house, which working from home and being home all the time, definitely having a reason to go out. Even like yesterday I went shopping, and today I don't want to go shopping, but maybe I'll go to the gym, right? Actually, I'm going to do a spin class, but more on that later. I don't want to be so concerned about the scale. I don't. I want to be concerned about how I'm feeling, making sure that I have good mental health, making sure that I have enough energy for Kensley, making sure my stomach doesn't feel like shit. All of those things I think are things I need to focus in on when I'm on this journey. Because I have to say, when I was gaining 8 pounds, I felt like shit. My stomach felt like it was just like weighed down, and I was bloated, and clothes weren't really fitting. And 8 days into kind of getting back on track, eating healthy, eating well-balanced meals to a point, drinking a lot of coffee, having, I had soda, but whatever, I can have soda. It's not always gonna be good, it's not always gonna be the best, and I need to give myself a break on moments where I had a conversation with myself and I was okay with feeling like shit, because it was gonna be some really good Taco Bell. I just need to be okay with it. And hey, if I lose some weight, I lose some weight. If I don't, who gives a crap? Because the real goal here is to have a better life and feel really great about it and enjoy myself and possibly run a half marathon. If you're on a journey, let me know. How can I help you? You guys help me every day, I promise. You are such great supporters and are part of the reason why when I continue on this journey. I feel like there have been a couple of times where I would have probably given up if it was not for sharing it with all of you guys and wanted just filling you in on the whole journey. If you're on a journey, let me know. I want to support you the same way you support me. And then join me for my next video. It's gonna be me at a rock and roll spin class with my best friend Alicia. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.